episode of Sarcasm Speaks. It's me and Bob today. We got Jamie on the couch. Jamie's home early. And when this comes out today, we will officially be on vacation.
Yes.
And God fucking help our souls. Because this might be it.
Yeah, but it never is. That's the problem.
Yeah. But, so you said earlier in the car, when we were heading back home, that you were like, are you ready for this weekend?
I don't think I am.
And my response to you was, honestly, I don't think so. I don't know. Like, I've never been less, I don't want to say excited, because I actually am excited, but I've never been less looking forward to getting absolutely annihilated for 4 days in a row.
I'm actually moderately concerned about the whole thing.
Right? Like,
I just have a bad feel. I just have, honestly, the one thing I want, like, I want to be there and doing stuff.
Right.
I just have a bad feeling I'm going to fucking lose a day. Just from feeling terrible.
It's going to be like Memorial Day weekend.
I lost most of the day, 3/4 of the day.
Yeah, I don't know if good old Father Time is finally starting to catch up to us. But I feel like it's been more often this year when we've gone on fucking benders that at least one or two of us loses a day. Vinny lost an entire day. I lost an entire day.
Well, you lost at night.
I lost a night.
And I lost a day.
Yeah.
But I went out that night.
Vinny lost a day.
He lost a whole day. I lost, like, when I said, so I don't, we're confusing terms now. Yeah, I lost most of a day. Like, morning, day drinking. I went out at night.
Right.
You didn't make it out at night, but you were out early.
Right, I went day drinking. I couldn't continue. I had to fucking throw in the towel. So it's like, that really hasn't happened before.
No, and I almost lost a day in Nashville, too. It was the same thing.
Right, Vinny lost a day in Nashville.
I couldn't get it going until, like, late.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think, like I said, I think Father Time might be starting to creep up on us here. We're not young bucks anymore.
I just don't know how to remedy it. Maybe meals of food could be a thing.
Yeah, like actual meals and not like fucking chips and fucking a slice of pizza.
Or nothing.
Yeah. Or like Oreos, like just getting hammered and just like snacking on Oreos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to work on that this year.
Because you know we're not going to drink less. That's not an option. Because like, you know, a smart person would be like, oh, well, why don't you just drink less? That's not going to happen.
Yeah, as we found, the off switch is really, really difficult to find.
Yeah. It's almost non-existent.
No one ever packs it.
No.
Like, we have rules about leaving all hope and dignity and self-respect and stuff. Like,
that stays home.
First of all, most of us should have buried that in the backyard a long time ago. But definitely don't bring it with you.
Yeah, no.
No one brings an off switch either.
No. Well, I don't think I own one. Because just last Friday night, I was up until fucking 4 o'clock in the morning by myself.
Yep, you were. I was not.
We went out to the local watering hole and
It's called a haunt.
yeah, we went out to the haunt and had ourselves a couple of drinks. We were back, you know, at a relatively reasonable hour, and you went to bed almost immediately.
Yep.
And I kept it going. Next thing I knew, it was 4 o'clock, and I was like, "Holy shit! I need to go to bed." And I slept for probably about 3.5, maybe 4 hours. And it's 3.5, 4 hours of like alcohol sleep, so I might as well not slept at all. And I woke up and was like, "Oh, I am." Feels like I haven't slept in 3 days. So I slept for 3 hours on the couch. Woke up. I got invited to go somewhere on Saturday night, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm just not. I'm just gonna fucking hang out. So I lost a day on Saturday. I didn't get up to get to Market Basket until 5 o'clock on Saturday. Granted, I was asleep from probably 12:30 to 4 o'clock ish. But yeah,
almost didn't go. I almost just went to Shaw's to get enough food just to get me to Pine Hills to play.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, I'll figure it out Sunday morning.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I went.
So that was our issue. You were slightly hungover.
Yes.
Pretty hungover. I wasn't necessarily hungover. Like, I didn't have a headache. I didn't feel nauseous. I was just so fucking tired. I felt like I pulled an all-nighter. Which, you know, like I said, kind of did. 3.5, 4 hours of alcohol sleep is not real sleep. So, however, Saturday night, we watched Endgame. Finally. Everyone's listening is probably like,
They've seen it 3 times.
Yeah,
right
the movie's been out for like fucking a year.
Yep, took us five, probably 4.5 months, 5 months.
Yeah,
like
it dropped mid-April, April
I didn't know if it
26th.
was March.
It goes
Oh,
April
Captain
26th.
Marvel was March.
Yeah, and we watched
Okay,
it
so 3.5 months.
August 3rd, whatever Saturday.
Saturday,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I mean,
The first, I don't even know, half or third of the movie or something was some of the funniest shit I've seen. I was dying on the couch.
Yeah. Some of it was pretty good. I think that Tom Holland stole the show. Spider-Man, for those of you that don't know the actor's name, the kid that plays Spider-Man was fucking awesome. So granted, he wasn't in the movie for like the first half, but when he came back, he was fucking great.
Yes. Did you see either Spider-Man movie?
Nope. But now I want to.
Well, I've wanted to, I just haven't been able to find it for... I just don't like paying for stuff, so I've been looking for it for free.
Yeah.
Because I haven't found it for free, I've been like, man,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. The new one that just came out, was it Far From Home?
Yeah, that's the newest one.
That's supposed to be unreal, but we'll see. Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was entertaining. For a 3-hour-long movie, it didn't feel like 3 hours.
No, and it definitely had my attention most of the time.
Right, right. So that was what I was nervous about. Like, it was going to lose my attention at some point during it, and then I was just going to drift off and stop paying attention. Like, I was good the whole time, and it wasn't one of those, like, oh, I'm going to look and see, like, how much time is left. Like, I was just like, oh, this is cool. Like, whatever.
Well, actually, I thought, like, one of the best parts about it was it wasn't a, oh, well, this is how we kill Thanos movie.
Right,
It was actually a, well, this is how we're going to fucking fix everything movie.
right.
So, luckily it was that, because I don't think it would have been as good.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is how we're going to kill Thanos. It's like, you already spent a movie not killing him.
Yeah, let's not do this again.
So, they actually did kill him within minutes.
Right, right.
And then, yeah, not really.
Yeah,
But,
I know. It's good, but hey, we don't have to say spoiler alert.
no, it's been out for way too long.
And we are also probably the last 2 people in the world to see it.
Most likely. Most likely. But this is how we do things.
Yeah,
We do it on our timetable.
that damn fucking straight. Yeah, I was entertained. I thought it was good. My only gripe was that it had hints, alright, so it had not so subtle hints, but it also wasn't like blatantly in your face, shove it down your throat, hints of social justice-y stuff, whereas like Brie Larson was the only one that could actually like do shit. She was the woman, and then at that ending like fight scene, Spider-Man has the fucking Infinity Gauntlet, and he kind of gets fucked up, and he's laying there, and then Brie Larson comes over and takes it from him, and then all the fucking chicks show up, and like all the females run off together and like fight the battle. You know, there's like subtle things like that, but like I don't care about that. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't enough for me to be like, well, that's fucking cheesy. It was just enough to be like, okay, I see what they did there. Like that was clearly on purpose.
I thought it was more evident in Infinity War when it was like the one bad woman and the 3 good women.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When they had that battle scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know I mentioned this to you yesterday, but can someone get Elizabeth Olsen to move her hands a little bit fucking quicker? I think I compared it to Tim Tebow throwing a football,
Yes.
which has been compared. If most quarterbacks throw a football, it looks like he's throwing a paint can.
Mm-hmm.
That's how people describe it. It's like,
Yeah.
my God, like you could be. I assume she could probably be the second most powerful
Probably.
hero out there outside of
Captain Marvel.
yeah. She could probably be the second most powerful.
Right.
She just moves so damn slow.
Right. Which also, now that just got brought up, what the fuck is Thanos' deal? Like, what the fuck is he, or who is he? Like, how is everyone just, like, he's just not fazed by anything. So, like, I said this to you when the movie was going. Thor is the god of thunder. He's got fucking lightning, like, shooting out of his fucking eyes and his fucking dick hole. And he goes and, like, fights Thanos, and Thanos, like, punches him in the face and, like, throws him on the side. And it's like, all of these fucking people are going, and, like, he's just not fazed by any of it.
I don't know, if you're gonna start looking for some of this stuff,
yeah, I get it.
There is a level of accepting that this is just kind of how things are with superheroes.
And I get it. You're supposed to, suspend disbelief. Like, that's the whole thing about entertainment and movies and stuff. Like, I get it, but like, come on, dude. Like, he doesn't even really get fucked up until Brie Larson, weird female character, comes over and like kind of fucks.
Yeah,
him.
but it's not. So if you have, so I know people are gonna do the social justice thing. I didn't pick up on that, but that's because I'm oblivious to everything. But again, she is the most powerful of all of them.
Right.
Like, by far.
Right.
Now,
but like, even she struggled with him.
And I know Black Widow like goes, but if it was like Black Widow, it's like, okay, she is the least fucking powerful out of all of them.
Right.
So it's like, I'm not buying that she single-handedly can take down this guy.
Right.
I'm buying that Captain Marvel can single-handedly hold her own against this person. It has nothing to do with gender, because I think Captain Marvel's always been a woman, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she just happens to have the most powers, so therefore she's the one.
Right.
And then I think second is probably Scarlet Witch. Is that her?
Scarlet Witch, yeah, Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah, and I don't know where I stand with Iron Man because the technology makes him.
Right.
And then Hulk obviously is the strongest and can take the most.
Right.
So I mean, maybe Hulk should be slotted number 2.
Right.
But Thor's like a legitimate god.
That's what I mean. Like, he is a fucking god.
But like, he's a superhero in the movie. Like,
yeah.
You can't. That's the thing. You can't insert a god and have him be a god because then there's no fight.
Yeah. Right.
He just ends it all.
That's true.
So that's why it's like there has to be some level of acceptance that, you know what, the god of thunder, he gets his ass kicked sometimes.
Yeah.
Because he has to.
Right.
Otherwise, it would just be like, okay, call Thor. Okay, hey guys, I'm here. Over.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Everything's over. All right. End of story.
Yeah. Same thing with Hulk. Like, if he couldn't get like a shit toss from time to time, it's like, okay, just use him.
Right.
He'll just fuck everything up, which he does.
But yeah.
Which he was an awesome character.
He was fucking good. I thought everyone was great. I thought Thor was fucking awesome. Drunk, fat Thor.
Lebowski.
Yeah. Yeah.
He goes full fucking Jeffrey Lebowski.
And I love that they actually made reference to that.
What was the first thing? When I saw him, I go, he looks like the dude.
Yeah.
And then Tony Stark comes by and is like, yeah, move along, Lebowski.
Yeah, that was fucking great.
That's what he looked like.
Yeah, no, it was.
Good.
It was. But I honestly thought everyone was great. Like, it was a good mix of, like Marvel movies have been recently. It was a good mix of comedy.
Oh,
and
Paul
action.
Rudd is fantastic too.
Oh yeah. Having Paul Rudd in there is fucking awesome.
He is something else. He is so fucking funny.
When he was like freaking out and he goes, "Oh, whose peanut butter sandwich is this? Can I have some? I'm starving." Like, he was good. It was I'd give it I don't know. I'd probably give it like an A-.
So I probably enjoyed it more. So A- is a good thing. I already know, like, if people are gonna start rating the movies, it's not gonna be very high because they're gonna put like Iron Man 1, 2, which was the better Iron Man? I don't remember.
1, 2 sucked.
Okay. Was 3 any good?
3 was okay.
Okay, so Iron Man 1.
Yeah.
Captain America 1. You're gonna see a trend here. Winter Soldier.
I know a lot of people that say Winter Soldier is their favorite Marvel.
Winter Soldier was sick.
It was a great fucking movie.
But I don't enjoy. But so when people rate movies, they rate it on it being good or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't like. The first Captain America is not like my favorite movie.
No.
It's like, I really liked Civil War. I really liked this. I really liked Did I really like Infinity War? I enjoyed Infinity War.
Yeah.
I like this better. Ragnarok I really liked.
Ragnarok.
That was the goofy, like that was the goofiest one.
Right.
So I don't know where people like think of that as good, bad, not good, whatever. They might think it's great. I don't know. Maybe it's top 5. I really don't know. But I would put this up there with some of the ones I've enjoyed most. And like so, Black Panther was good.
Right.
But again, because I have to rate movies on being entertaining, not like cinematic value, because I don't know enough.
Right.
And it really just comes down to which ones have I enjoyed the most. I enjoyed Black Panther. I thought Michael B. Jordan was great in it, but he was one of the better characters. But not as enjoyable as like Ragnarok and this and Winter Soldier and some of the other ones.
Yeah, I put Ragnarok in my top 3. It's tough now because Endgame was so good, Infinity War was good.
But also, so you have some different types.
Winter Soldier is up there for me too.
But you have some different types of movies, so that's why it's like there's obviously gonna be a little bit of bias, and there's gonna be some other things. There's gonna be the couple people that like the originals.
Yeah.
That's just that happens.
Yeah.
Then there's gonna be the people that like the well-created movies, and they're looking for things that I can't even think of because I don't know them.
Yeah. Cinematography.
And then there's gonna be the crowd that's similar to me, and it's like, okay, well, which one's the most entertaining? It's like, well, Ragnarok was hysterical. I thought the Winter Soldier, as the Winter Soldier, was one of the best characters in the entire universe, the Marvel universe. He was fucking badass.
He was good. He was fucking really good.
And then Endgame was really entertaining. Guardians of the Galaxies, those are really good.
Those are fucking awesome.
So they're good because it's like, hey, it's a really good action movie and it's funny.
Right.
So they're striking a really good balance, and when it's making an entertaining movie, for me, it's like Iron Man 1. Yeah, it's fine. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
But like Captain America 1, it's...
I wouldn't put either of those in my top 5.
They're good, but...
Yeah.
I don't know. Things change.
Yeah.
They have actually outdone themselves.
Right.
With the way they've been done the last few movies.
Yeah, they have. And it's kind of sad.
Something we haven't seen before.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like this is the way that they have to sneak in comedy, and it's like they knew. So big comedies don't get made because
I haven't seen one.
The way Hollywood works now is
I haven't seen like a really funny movie since Neighbors.
So half of the studios I believe are owned by Chinese companies.
Okay.
And as far as like the market share goes for worldwide, like international ticket sales for movies, China dominates. So now they're making movies for China. They're not making movies for Americans. So comedies don't happen anymore because they're not going to make money internationally.
And internationally, you're going to need stars.
Right. So that's why we're seeing like the shift in Hollywood. So
well, whatever they're doing a really good job of it.
Right. So it's almost like Marvel, whoever the writers and directors are, recognize this, and we're like, people aren't getting comedy anymore. We need to inject some comedy into this, and people will eat it the fuck up. And
well, even
they did, and they nailed it.
They even did it with Star Wars a little bit too.
Yeah.
It's like the old Star Wars. Yeah, I mean, Han Solo was a little funny, but some of it was kind of goofy.
Yeah.
But like these newer ones, like Luke was actually pretty funny. I mean, by being a miserable prick, but
yeah.
Like it's good. It's different.
Yeah.
And it helps.
Right.
Because you can't just have fucking Die Hard anymore.
That's literally what I just thought of too. Die Hard.
Die Hard's great, best Christmas movie ever.
Yeah.
But where do you stand on that? Quick aside.
That's not a Christmas movie.
I like telling people it is because it drives them crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna drive me crazy. Like,
people get so mad. It's so funny.
Like, I don't care enough about it to like argue like, oh, it's not a Christmas movie. Or like, people are like, oh, Die Hard, Christmas movie. No, it's not. It just happens with snow on the ground.
Want a hot take?
Yeah.
So was Home Alone. Happy That Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Christmas movie though, right?
I don't know. I mean, if you go by my standard, then
generally people think of Home Alone as a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
But some of those people. Now, people don't think this argument through. That's why it's so easy to poke holes in. Because it's not a real argument. No one passionate.
Well, then what constitutes a because like you could say like what constitutes a Christmas movie then? Because if it happens around
depends on
Christmas,
depends on who I'm talking to.
Then it's a Christmas movie.
Right. Which is fine. See, I'm just saying I will field how someone feels about a certain thing.
Yeah.
So when someone tells me it's like Die Hard's not a Christmas movie, it just happens during Christmas, then I go, well, it's Home Alone.
Right.
And then they were like, no, it's different. How?
Yeah. Or like.
Why? Because he buys a gift at the store.
4 Christmases.
Ooh, I don't know what that is.
It was with I want to say Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon.
Never seen it.
Yeah, it was like 4 Christmases.
But I mean, actually, you could literally poke the hole in any Christmas movie. Because if I said Bad Santa,
Jingle All the Way. I mean, it's
Arnold.
It's in the title. But
Is that Arnold?
Yeah.
So
that happens at Christmas. It's a comedy action.
But the events of Christmas are integral to the movie.
Yes.
The events of Christmas are not integral to Home Alone. They could have been leaving for any vacation.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's true.
And same with Die Hard. It's like that could have happened in July.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bad Santa, on the other hand, could not have happened in July.
Right.
Happened in California, which was weird.
Yeah.
But he was the mall Santa.
Yeah.
Christmas movie.
Okay. All right, I see what you're getting at there.
But if someone then goes, well, Die Hard's definitely a Christmas movie, but not it's an action movie. You're like, yeah, but it happened during Christmas. I'm like, yeah, but you replace Christmas with July and it's the same movie. See, I just because I don't know, people get bent out of shape about this. Yeah. So I just fuck with them.
Didn't one of the Lethal Weapons happen during Christmas too?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen any of them.
I used to like the Lethal Weapons. I think it was 3. It was either 3 or 4. It had Jet Li in it. I think that was a good one.
Yeah, a lot of those movies, like anything around that time, whatever, I was almost like just too young and I just never caught up. So like the Lethal Weapon movies, I haven't really seen. Yeah. The Beverly Hills Cop movies, I haven't seen.
Oh my god, those are fucking great. I love Beverly Hills Cop. Eddie Murphy is fucking awesome. Yeah,
I'm not saying they're bad movies, I just never caught up on like that kind of thing. Like my father never watched them, so that might have been part of it, or I never had like an older sibling or anything. I don't know what, but I just never caught up on a lot of those like more classic movies.
Which, speaking of, so I watched Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, the Netflix thing with Jerry Seinfeld. The first episode of his new season is with Eddie Murphy. Yeah. And they're pretty much just like talking about like the old days and like it wasn't like a huge part of it, but a lot of it was them talking about like, oh, do you think this joke would work today? And they're like, no, you probably couldn't say that.
Well, there's a lot of
and
jokes.
Then there was like, oh, do you think this joke would work? And Jerry was like, I probably couldn't use that. And Eddie was like, well, why not? And then like they sat down to like eat breakfast or whatever, and they were pretty much just like fucking blowing each other. Like Jerry was like, oh, you were the greatest, like you were fearless, whatever, and Eddie was like, well, I mean, I wouldn't say fearless, but like you were polished, like you were great, you know, like they were just sucking each other off. But at one point, Jerry asked him, and he was like, do you think you'll ever come back into stand-up? And he was like, yeah, I think I will. He goes, you know, I gotta start getting back into the clubs. He goes, I gotta start working stuff out. Because he was like, you know, I've been out of it for so long, like I don't have any material. He was like, I have to like start coming up with material, then I have to go to clubs. He's like, I can't just show up and like make a special. Like even though he can because he's Eddie fucking Murphy.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I think it said a lot that he was like, no, I have to work on stuff and like build an hour. And I'll tell you what, if he does that, holy fucking shit, I am all in. Take all of my money. I fucking love Eddie Murphy. Raw is like one of my favorite fucking stand-ups of all time.
I think, did we watch that here one night?
No, we watched it Memorial Day weekend. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we've also watched it here. Raw's the purple
off my
leather
phone?
suit.
I feel like I was playing it off my phone, and now Memorial Day weekend I was the only one who figured out how to do it.
Yeah.
But I think I fell asleep there.
And so Delirious is the red suit, red leather suit, and Raw was the purple one. Have you seen either of them?
I just told you I fell asleep there in Raw.
Yeah, you never saw like the other ones though.
No.
They're so fucking good.
Like I said, I haven't caught up on any of this older stuff.
But Eddie Murphy's so fucking good.
I haven't seen Coming to America either.
Oh my god, he's like, he was just so fucking good.
I haven't seen
back
his
in the
Saturday
day.
Night Live stuff either.
Jesus fucking Christ, you're not even an American. You're a racist.
No, because
It's because he's black.
no, it's because I really like Chris Farley. I used to really like Adam Sandler and then Will
Yeah.
Ferrell.
Yeah. I mean, those guys were all great. I mean, back when Saturday Night Live was actually good. But fuck, man, he was so fucking. He was the king. Like, he was as close to Richard Pryor as our generation was gonna get. Like, I don't think there will ever be another Richard Pryor. But again, like, for our generation, he was probably the closest to that. Because Richard Pryor was just fucking unbelievable. Like, for me, when I was younger, my two favorite guys to watch and to listen to were Eddie Murphy and George Carlin. Like, they were fucking good. And I know Eddie Murphy was obviously inspired by Pryor and all that shit, but, you know, they were just fucking good. They were the ones, that's who I listened to all the time. It was Carlin and Murphy.
Is there anyone doing any decent black humor right now? Like since Chappelle?
No, but Chappelle's back.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
back
he
in
did
the
the three
circuit.
specials, right?
Yeah. I don't.
know because Nikos always retweets stuff from Black Twitter. It is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
The one yeah.
I mean, Cat Williams is still kicking around,
Oh, is he?
but he's probably so fucking fried at this point. Like, I don't know how good he is.
So I couldn't physically listen to him.
Yeah.
His voice bothered me.
Yeah, he was.
Or is Kevin Hart doing anything good? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but he kind of like.
Well, he had to ease off, didn't he?
He went into hiding for a little bit after
Yeah.
that whole thing with him, and he was cheating on his wife, and he got
Yeah.
caught and all that stuff. He kind of like was like, all right.
Disappeared a little.
Yeah. He was like, all right, I can't be this whole high profile anymore. But like, he was good. Kevin Hart is really fucking funny. Also, he is fucking crushing it. Like, he would sell out a football stadium. Like, one of his specials he shot, I think it was in Philly, at the fucking Eagles stadium.
Oh, like?
Yeah. And it was sold out. Like, it was fucking insane.
It's like Metallica level.
Right. Like, and that's for stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
He's doing shit like that. You know, like,
Okay, so I guess so I guess Kevin Hart was probably more recent than Chappelle,
yes.
but since Kevin Hart kind of, was on hiatus,
Yeah.
sabbatical, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess it's actually not that far off. It's only a few years.
No, but still, like, there's no big, like, black humor. You know? I mean, the closest I watched,
Honestly, it's fucking what Nikos retweets.
yeah,
That's like the best it gets, which is it's insane.
it's great. I watched Aziz Ansari's stand-up
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago. It was pretty good.
Where are people at with him?
I think they're cool with him now. So he was
He was a Me Too.
He was
guy.
a Me Too, but it was a fucked up Me Too. Essentially, what it came down to was he had a really bad and awkward date, and then the girl just like completely threw him under the bus.
Okay.
So, as far as like the Me Too stuff goes, he was like shouldn't have been involved in that.
Okay.
But he addressed it in his special. I don't know exactly how I feel about that. I mean, he did a pretty good job. He was sincere sounding, at least. He talked about it. He said he's grown. He said how much that, like, he realized that, he was lucky that to be where he was and what he does. But he was different in that special. But I think he was better. Because for me, he was fucking annoying. Like before, like when he was like that, oh yeah, Aziz, like, oh, treat yourself, like all that shit. Tom Haverford, like, that's annoying. Like, he was good as Tom Haverford in Parks and Rec, because he was on screen for like 47 seconds at a time.
Not an hour.
And yeah, but his stand-up was, I don't want to say it was insufferable, but like I didn't enjoy it. But this one was pretty good. He was almost like a little bit more mature.
Yeah, calm down a little.
Yeah, and he was like making fun of his old self too, and like you can tell he's grown up a little bit, which I liked. I didn't like I didn't like the fucking Tom Haverford all over the place, like, oh, look at me, I'm Aziz. Like, shut the fuck up, you're annoying. I thought it was good though.
What are the chances that we could get
Aziz on the show?
John Ralphio's character just to be John Ralphio for an hour? Because I feel like that would actually be good.
Oh man.
Like, I don't know what the actor's name is from Parks and Rec.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But John Ralphio, like a John Ralphio special, not the actor. I don't care about the actor.
Right. Just have him play John Ralphio on stage for an hour.
Yes. I would watch that once.
That would be good. That's like
I saw someone describe him as one of the best characters in like television history, or at least like comedic television history.
I mean, I can see that.
He is awesome.
He was great. He was really fucking great.
Actually, it was like him and the sister.
Yes. Yeah. So the sister is, who does she play? I think she plays the black chick on Big Mouth. Which is weird.
Oh, is that her?
Yeah, and I'm also kind of like surprised that hasn't been a whole fucking thing.
White person
because she's a
black
woman.
girl.
She's a woman, so she has one minority card. But like, yeah, so it's Jenny Slate is her name. She's John Ralphio's sister on Parks and Rec, and I'm pretty sure I can't remember the girl's name.
What's the character's name?
That's what I mean.
In Parks and Rec.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh God.
John Ralphio's sister. I don't know. Shit. But yeah, so there's a lot of crossover in that show. I realized. What's his name? It's not Manish Mehta. That's the guy that writes for the Jets.
Yes.
There's the guy. Oh, the douche is Nick Kroll. So he is Big Mouth. Like he's Nick in Big Mouth. And I'm pretty sure he created that show or helped write it.
Oh, it's Mona Lisa Saperstein.
Yeah.
I always fuck it up because I think was Marissa Tomei in God damn, what's the fucking famous movie? My Cousin Vinny, was she Mona Lisa Vita?
Yes.
Okay, I always like think it's not her.
Yeah.
Or I think it's not Mona Lisa because of that.
Yeah.
And the old Mona Lisa.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of crossover. There's the dude Jay in Big Mouth is also in Parks and Rec. I think it's probably because Nick Kroll created the show.
That happens. Like if you find
John
people
Mulaney.
you like.
I don't know if John Mulaney was in Parks and Rec, but
when you find people you like, you kind of like make it work. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of crossover between so Judd Apatow's movies.
Oh yeah.
There was always crossover.
Well, then there's the whole crew of guys that are like bros, like Seth Rogen, James Franco.
This is the end crew.
Jay, whatever his name is, the skinny kid.
Yes.
Jay something.
Yes.
And then who's the other one? I feel like there's one more. Oh, Jonah Hill. Like they're all bros in real life.
Yeah.
Like
Jason
Seth.
Segel.
Yeah, like Seth Rogen and James Franco are like fucking best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you see that shit all the time. But speaking of John Mulaney though, when I said the name before, I realized this popped in my head. I do not like his stand-up.
I don't know. I gotta look up who this is.
He's the other kid in Big Mouth, not Nick. The kid with the glasses. The kid with the hormone monster. What's his fucking name? I don't know. John Mulaney, Big Mouth. What do you got?
Wait, why do I know who this is?
He also actually may have been in Parks and Rec, but what's his fucking character's name in Big Mouth?
I don't know. I'm floating through those.
This is what happens when we stare at the internet.
Yeah, well, no one asked you to.
No, I'm filling dead air. Did you find it?
Yes, he voices a lead character On Big Mouth. No, I have to click on Big Mouth.
Oh, great. Let's see.
No, this isn't good.
It's just the other guy who's not Nick.
Well, who's Nick? Wait, so who in the show? Who's isn't Nick the younger kid?
Yeah,
that's Nick Kroll.
That's Nick Kroll. Yeah.
Andrew.
Andrew. Yeah. That's John Mulaney.
Oh.
Yeah.
I still don't know. I'm trying to like figure out who John Mulaney is. That's what I was.
But I don't. Yeah, I don't like his stand-up. He's very like.
Looks like he'd be dry humor.
It is. Yeah, I mean, his sense of humor isn't bad. I just don't like his delivery and his cadence. Like he's very like theatrical when he speaks. He's like, oh, and then I said that, and he went over there, and I just didn't know. It's like, I don't like that. That it seems fake to me. You know what I mean? Like, I like people that are just gonna go up and like tell a funny story or like make dirty fucking humor, like Anthony Jeselnik.
He's
like he has a very dry, monotone, flat cadence, but like he makes that work.
Oh God,
he's just good. But like John Mulaney, to me at least, just comes across as like fake. Like it's too theatrical.
I don't know why, but I was thinking it always pops in my head with Anthony Jeselnik, the bit he does where he's like, where he got fired from the suicide hotline.
Yeah.
Because his conversion rate was too high.
Yeah.
And all the people were calling for wrong numbers.
Yeah.
Or calling with the wrong number.
Yeah, and he got them to fucking commit suicide.
So fucking funny.
Yeah, that was a good one. He's fucking hilarious. That's like, so what I haven't looked, but typically what I do is when something bad happens in the world.
I think he's calmed down with that stuff.
Jeselnik is great for like an immediate fucked up tweet about it. So like this past weekend, there was 2 mass shootings in one day. There was one in fucking Texas and one in Ohio. I didn't think of this until just now, but like I used to hop on Twitter and search Jeselnik just to see what he had to say because he usually had something really fucked up to say, but it's funny.
He hasn't tweeted anything.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's doing it anymore.
He used to do it all the time. Like anytime anything bad happened in the world, he would say something fucking stupid.
Well, the last like real thing he tweeted, there was a New York Times article. It was like a man carrying a crowbar, baseball bat, more than 20 lockpicks was arrested Friday outside Taylor Swift's home in Rhode Island, which I didn't know that.
Yeah. I think she lives in Newport.
And then, so weird. Are we gonna go hang out with her at the wedding?
Yeah, probably.
And then his tweet, don't the police have better things to do?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know if he's I don't know. I don't know if he's doing the big the big event commentary.
The fucked up commentary.
No. I don't know if he is that dude. That was also like
Which sucks.
That was also like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Like when he used the example of the movie theater shooting.
Right.
But outside of that, how was the movie?
So that's the thing, like, he might be the only person, I don't want to say the only, I don't want to make it like that exclusive, but he is one of a very, very select few group of people that can say really fucked up shit like that and not have crazy repercussions because he's been doing it
he's
for so
established
long.
himself as he's gonna do this.
He's literally been doing this for over a decade.
So here's one. He was there's a thing. It's like almost like a PSA tweet.
Yeah.
About hey, if you have kids around the pool, whatever, keep an eye on them because they don't make a sound when they drown. He goes, his response: children drown without a sound. Thank you for this.
He's just like, he's so good. He's so funny. And that's actually the other thing that I thought was really fucking interesting. In the Comedians in Cars with Seinfeld and Eddie Murphy, was Seinfeld is known for being a clean comic. He's very polished, like he's got his shit together, like he's not edgy, whatever. But he made a comment while they were at breakfast and said that like, well, like the public, because they were talking about like what's funny and not funny and like what you can get away with today versus back in the day or whatever. And Seinfeld goes, yeah, so, what's interesting is that everything is funny to us. And he was like, meaning like comics. And he goes, when something like bad happens in the world, like me and my friends will text each other and like it's funny because we say really horrible things about that. And for the show, he used the example because he's fucking Seinfeld. And he was like, yeah, and this one time this guy died. And my response was, he's been around too long anyway. Or like, that's enough of him. And it's like, okay, like I know that's not what you're really saying. But I thought it was interesting that he actually admitted that
he
says fucked up shit. He just doesn't use it in his act and doesn't say it publicly. Whereas like Eddie Murphy is the complete opposite on the other hand. They had to fucking bleep him out like probably like every couple minutes because he was like, this motherfucker is saying this shit, and he was just going off. It was great. I fucking love Eddie Murphy, but that just reminded me like talking about Anthony Jeselnik and fucked up shit. But like that's what it is that if you talk to someone who's a comedian or people that enjoy comedy, there's no such thing as out of bounds for them. Like within like their circle. Obviously,
I mean that's how a lot of people should be.
Right. I know.
Or I'm sorry. I think that's how a lot of people are. Just no one wants to be public about it.
Right. I would tend to agree with you. Yeah. However, for whatever reason, it doesn't work with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess people have like kids and stuff and whatever.
Yeah, that's fine. Kids ruin everything.
Yeah. Kind of do.
Yeah, kids are fucking lame. But I don't have any.
I think I think a kid crashed a golf cart yesterday at Pine Hills. So there was, we were on whatever, I don't know what hole we were on, but there was a group of 4, and then there was like a kid like kind of just like floating around, bombing around. And like we walked by, or we drove by, and then a couple minutes later I just heard, boom. Like, kid must have drove into something. Actually, the group I was with, they drove into there's like a little, I guess it's like a mini golf cart rotary in a way. Like it's like a turnaround.
Yeah.
So it's a big rock, and it says, it lists the tees with an arrow going right. And there's a sign that says black tees left.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we're playing the whites. It says black tees that way.
Right.
There's an arrow here on the rock. We go that way. Me and the other guy, we drive, and we're like, oh shit, this isn't right. And then we hear the skid and the crash, and we went the wrong way. So they saw that, but didn't know what to do.
So they just kept going straight.
And they just kind of just threw the brakes on and went straight right into the fucking rock.
That's awesome.
And because it says black, blue, and then in white letters on a white sign,
it says white. Yeah. So you can't see it.
Yeah, we didn't see it.
Awesome.
So all we did was turn around.
Yeah.
I mean, no harm, no foul. Right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's when one's crashed.
That's funny. You got anything else? You want to start wrapping this up?
I mean, I got a couple things, but I can also save them for my final thoughts, like on the future.
Okay, we can.
One's relevant. Okay, Ed Reed, Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So, I brought up Black Twitter earlier.
Yes.
And from 2010, Bomani Jones, and I don't know what that guy's up to anymore. I remember on PTI a little bit. I don't know anything about what he's doing these days.
I haven't watched ESPN so much.
But in 2010, he tweeted and said, Ed Reed looks like he has a drawer full of Negro League jerseys at his house. And I've always been on record as saying Ed Reed looks homeless.
Yeah.
Which he absolutely does. So Ed Reed gets inducted to the Hall of Fame, so Bomani Jones did retweet that.
Yeah.
But the big thing going around is...
He retweeted himself from 9 years ago.
Yes.
That's...
He was probably the most relevant thing I've ever tweeted.
Yeah.
So the thing going around, though, is his Hall of Fame bust. It's unbelievable.
Oh, really?
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh my god, it is sick. I'm going to pull it up for you right now. So...
Did they do it with the beard?
Yes. and his hair's like basically blown out, basically. Like
Oh, wow.
like just the way he used to wear it. Like
yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's considered a blowout, but I don't know. That's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah.
It is sickening. But he also was wearing his Hall of Fame jacket, had a cigar in his mouth, and was wearing a wood-brimmed hat,
Oh my god.
the same color as the Hall of Fame jacket.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Like
That's fucking great.
I texted I sent that tweet to Nikos,
Yeah.
and he goes, dude, he looks like he should be selling crack down in Chinatown.
I think Ed Reed looks like fucking Frederick Douglass right now, too. Because he's got like the one fucking white streak in his hair, and then his beard's like black and gray.
He looks just as old as when he was drafted,
Holy shit.
which is about 90.
Holy shit. That does actually look really fucking cool.
Dude, the bust is sick.
That's an awesome. That might be one of the greatest fucking busts in the
It's
Hall of
probably
Fame.
the best one.
Yeah. Holy shit. That's fucking sick.
Like ridiculous. That's like just the bust.
Get the fuck out.
That is nasty.
That's awesome. So for anyone that's fucking listening right now, you have to Google Ed Reed Hall of Fame bust. It looks fucking incredible. Holy shit.
Yeah.
They did a great fucking job at that.
Now, so not only does he has the baller bust,
Yeah.
the baller outfit.
Yeah.
He also gets up there in his speech, thanks none other than Coach Belichick.
No
Because he
fucking
did
way.
not remember Brian Billick's name. Awkward.
Oh shit.
And there's like there's a video,
Yeah.
or it might be a GIF at this point, but it's the owner. So he thanks the owner.
Yeah.
He thanks.
Bisciotti, Steve Bisciotti.
Yep. And then they pan to him, and then he thanks Coach Belichick, and you just see the awkward look over his face. And then some guy in the background like turns his head, covers his face. It was great. Then he goes on to thank Coach Harbaugh and whatever.
Yeah.
So fuck that up, Coach
Nice.
Belichick.
Nice.
Which, why he did it, I don't know. I mean, he could be fucked up, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
If I was in the Hall of Fame, I would be so shit faced
Oh yeah, absolutely.
that entire weekend.
Yeah.
It would be insane.
Yeah.
Like the fact that I could even stand on the damn stage would be a sheer miracle.
I would be like Brett Hull after the fucking Blues won the Stanley Cup.
Or Brett Favre when he during his playing career.
Yeah.
But like I would be a mess.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Kevin Mawai actually thanked Belichick and meant it.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna thank Coach Belichick. You know, he always made me a better player because his teams were always difficult to beat. Still hate the Patriots, but you know I respect everything you've done, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Ed Reed, I don't know if you saw this or heard this, but he came out recently and said he wants to get back into coaching because I didn't even know. I had totally forgot. In 2016, he was the defensive assistant for the D-backs in Buffalo under Rex Ryan, and Rob Ryan was the fucking D coordinator. So he was there for 1 year.
I
because
can't imagine why that one.
That's the year they all got shit canned.
Yep.
So he had an interview recently, and they asked him like, "Oh, now you're going in the Hall of Fame. Like, you know, do you ever see yourself getting back into coaching?" And he was like, "Yeah, absolutely." He goes, "I know I'm smart enough to be a D-backs coach, and you know, one day I'll get the experience and hopefully become a D coordinator, and then who knows after that." And then they asked him, they were like, "Oh, do you have a team that like you would want to go coach for?" And he immediately goes, "Well, I would love to learn under Coach Belichick." He was like, "I think that would be a great place for me. If they would have me, I would love to be there."
I'll fucking take him.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'll take him. Then you can draft all the D-backs you want in the second round, and Ed Reed out there fucking screaming at them,
Oh yeah.
threatening to fucking shank them and fucking stick needles in them and shit. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, that's one of those though where it's he wants to come here, but
Well, Belichick and him had a bromance when
dude, he was so
he was
good.
in the league.
He was so good.
Everyone thought that when he left Baltimore in free agency that he was going to come to New England, but he ended up going to Houston. But everyone was convinced. They were like, he's going to go. He's going to go to Foxborough. He left Baltimore. Like, this is it.
That was actually probably right when McCourty was transitioning to safety too. So that was before they even knew what they had.
Right.
But with that, ooh, that would've been weird.
Yeah.
That was back in the Tavon Wilson days.
Yeah. Could you imagine a defensive
McCourty wouldn't have been there.
backfield with McCourty and Ed Reed though?
Yeah, but he wouldn't have been like the free safety.
Yeah.
Probably would have been Chung or Wilson or oh shit. That was probably like the Steve Gregory year.
Oh God, Steve Gregory.
That's the thing is like I don't know if McCourty would have ever broke through.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Because he was just like the worst cornerback ever.
Yeah, he had a great rookie season.
Yeah, well he had a lot of picks.
Then his sophomore season, he just
He was
fucking
terrible.
he was
2011, Devin
god-awful.
McCourty as a cornerback was the worst.
God awful. Like 2017, Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah, but he turned it around.
Right.
McCourty never did.
Right.
Historically bad defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be weird to see. I don't know. That would be weird to see him coaching. I feel like he'd be a nutcase. I feel like he'd be great at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there was a video, because this is obviously what happened. Is now all the playing highlights come out.
Right.
And there was a video. It was like the Jets sideline. I can't even remember who the coach was. It might have been Herm Edwards at this point. They did like a HB pass. So running back rolls out, and you just hear from the sidelines, "Watch out for Ed Reed! Don't throw it! Don't throw it! Watch out for Ed Reed!" Throws it right to Ed Reed.
Yeah.
So Ed Reed's in the end zone.
Yeah.
And Brian Billick, we can't remember, is screaming, "No, Ed, no, no!" Like no, and then he returns it, gets out to like halfway, and then it's like, "Okay, go, go!" Like
yeah.
that was Ed Reed.
Yeah.
Watch out for him. Oh God, he's got it, and he's probably gonna house this thing now.
Yeah. He was so fucking good when he played. Like, ridiculous. Like one of the best safeties I think of all time. I mean, I can't think of someone outside of, R.I.P. Sean Taylor. Like if Sean Taylor didn't
get a career.
if he didn't die, he might have gone down as the or one of the best. But
Well, they played differently.
yeah,
Ed Reed is like a center fielder or
Right.
like field general. Like
yeah,
no one covered the field better than him, and no one
Right.
deceived offenses better than him. Like intentionally going out of position
yeah.
just so that he could then get back in position to pick you off.
Right. Who was that fucking guy? This was like years ago. He was a safety for Minnesota. He holds like all the record. Oh, Kraus. Is it Paul Kraus?
Oh, that's like way
He was
back.
a safety. I think he holds.
That's like real old.
He holds like the NFL record for most interceptions in a career or something like that.
Oh, well, it's not anymore. It's what's his name from the guy who played for 3,000 years. Oh fuck.
What team?
Green, Redskins.
Um,
God damn it, is it Green? I don't think it's.
not Sean Springs.
No, it's not Sean Springs.
I don't know.
But.
But because I know a lot of people will try and say like Paul Kraus or whatever the fuck his name.
Well, they're gonna say Ronnie Lott too.
Yeah, yeah.
But
it's Ed Reed. It's
it is still Paul Kraus.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know what? I think the cornerback I'm thinking of probably is like a games played for position play, like a non-kicker or something.
Oh, okay.
Can't think of who.
Yeah. I mean, Ed Reed's got to be up there on the career list, right? Seventh, yeah. I mean,
he's behind Charles Woodson, Ken Riley, Dick Lane. Ooh, Night Train Lane. Rod Woodson, Emlyn Tunnel, and Paul Kraus.
Yep.
Aeneas Williams. That's what I'm thinking of. He played for a long time.
Yeah.
That might not be who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I have no idea. But, like I said, I think Ed Reed, one of, if not the best safety to ever play the game. So.
Definitely the best one we've ever watched.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, outside of Sean Taylor. Sean Taylor was really fucking good.
Yeah, no, but again, he didn't have a career.
Yeah,
So.
well, people forget Sean Taylor was really good. Just like, people forget James Conner had cancer.
I can't wait for all the NFL stuff. I might have to start following that.
Did you know Pat Mahomes used to play baseball?
I might have to start following that idiot again in football season.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like all the anti-Brady shit kind of gets to me.
Yeah.
But then he's always good for like the. Did you know Chris Hogan played lacrosse? Do you know Julian Edelman was a quarterback in college?
Did you know Tom Brady was drafted in the 6th round? I love that shit.
Oh, dude, people forget that Tom Brady's 42 years old.
Yeah, he just turned 42 last Saturday.
People forget.
Yeah. That shit's fucking great. I do love that. Oh, people forget. Tony Gonzalez used to play basketball.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's great.
Oh man. So, for my final thought, it's not very substantive, but it might be good for some of you out there. The Tostitos hint of jalapeno chips are literally the greatest fucking chips I've ever had in my entire fucking life. Like, not even exaggerating about this. Like, this is dead on the greatest chips I've ever had in my lifetime. Tostitos, hint of jalapeno, go get them. They are fucking incredible.
I would also say, for those of you that like pita chips, the
Yes.
jalapeno pita chips from Stacy's,
Yes.
they also smack pretty hard.
Yeah. So again, neither of them sponsor the show, so you know this is legit. Like, we're not just saying it because they pay us, because they definitely don't pay us.
No one's paying us.
Nobody pays us. But Tostitos, hint of jalapeno, they fucking smack. They're so fucking good. I've been eating the fuck out of them for like the last 3 days. Jamie bought a bag a couple days ago, and then I just bought a bag when I went to Market Basket the other day. They're just so good.
Jalapenos are in, man.
They are. They're good. They're good stuff. So, it's my final thought. It's a quick one.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, folks. When this comes out, we're probably it's gonna drop at midnight on Thursday. So we won't be drunk yet. Well, you won't be.
Nope, obviously.
Vinny and I probably will be, because him and I are going down the day early.
Yep.
But today's the day. When this comes out, when this goes live, today is day 1 of Guys Weekend. And God help our fucking souls. Hopefully we make it. Or, or not, whatever.
Whatever. Just gives you another opportunity to drive us off that bridge.
Yes. Yep. So, or also, if any of you listeners happen to be in the Cape Cod area this weekend, hit us up on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod. We'll be out and about, down to meet up, have a couple beers.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Unless we're incapacitated at that point.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, you can find us on Instagram right there, Sarcasm Speaks Pod. Or if that doesn't work, try us on Twitter at Sarcasm_speaks. Make sure you're subscribed wherever you're listening. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you keep spreading the word. We're starting to get out there. We're growing. This is pretty cool. We're getting bigger. Maybe someday we'll be big enough to get sponsors. And thank you for watching if you're on YouTube. And yeah, that's gonna do it. There will be another show on Monday because we're gonna pre-record and we're gonna get it done and we're gonna get it out there. So I'm not gonna say that this is the last episode that may ever happen if we die.
No, I'll get another one.
But there's gonna be one more, and then we'll see after that if we die. So thanks everybody. Good night.